Stu here with Raid Shadow Legends to go over Fenax, the guy right over my shoulder here, and to show you why you should be using him in your Ice Golem team and definitely in your Faction War team. He can do some mass amount of damage, and when he kills somebody on his A1, they stay dead. Let's look at it right here. Here we are in Ice Golem. He's going to go in for that A1. He only got one hit. It's beautiful, right? Keeps it dead, and in Faction Wars, you want that. Faction Wars 21, you really want that. There it is. Now, if you want to get this guy up to 100,000 on each of those hits, you can easily do it. I don't have Savage gear on mine right now. It's just regular gear that I use on him 24/7 for when I run him through Faction Wars. But this right here, Block Revive, that A1, as long as there's a debuff up on the champion, it will hit 2 times. Always hit 2 times as long as there's a debuff up. Look at that. And if I put Savage on him, I'm telling you right now, he would hit for 200,000 easily on that A1. It attacks one enemy, places an additional attack if there are any debuffs up on that enemy. Any enemies killed by this skill cannot be revived. The A1 is magic, I'm telling you. The A2 here is an AoE, attacks everybody. Unfortunately, it only has an 80% chance to put up a block buffs, debuff up on them. But if you don't get that up, you do get a block skill cooldown up on them for 1 turn. The A3 attacks one enemy and has a 60% chance to place a 60% decreased defense and a 30% decreased speed on a 4-turn cooldown. They really need to go back and revise this to 100%. It's super silly to me to have a 60% chance to apply these debuffs. We're going to run through Ice Golem here with some normal champions. We've got Vergus in the middle, which is a fantastic champion with that Ally Protect and all the buffs that will help out our Fenax over here. We've got him positioned perfectly so that Vergus will always take care of him and give him those buffs. Ally Protect from Vergus. You want that. Vergus is so good. I did a guide on him months and months ago. It's got a lot of views. He's a really good champion. They buffed him about 3 times. He's fantastic. So what we're going to rely on is Fenax coming in here and on wave 2 putting up that block buff. Because when those reflects are up, right, from those terror beasts, that's when we get torn up. That's when our whole team falls apart. If we don't have any revivers, we're going to have a bad time there. He does only have an 80% chance to put up that block buffs, debuff. I wish it was 100, believe me. But we get 5% additional from the Sniper Mastery and our Masteries. That will help us out. Let's see how many we get here. I think we only wind up getting 3. Obviously, it's possible to get all of them, and it would be nice if we did. But hey, this helps us get through here 100%. If that reflect was up on everybody, we'd have people dying. We really would have a lot of people dying. You know, you've been through here before. So though we are taking some damage, it's okay. And we've got Fenax positioned perfectly for Vergus to give him all those buffs. And then we have the rest of them in here. You know Stag Knight, you know Apothecary. We've got Renegade to lower our cooldowns just so we can make it through here a little bit faster. I really don't know if she's helping out that much. I just didn't want to flood this run with a whole bunch of legendaries. I wanted to really showcase this champion. And honestly, when you're coming through here, you kind of want him to be your main DPSer. Because if there are other people coming in here and doing too much damage, they're going to kill these side minions before he gets a chance to come in there and kill them and keep them dead with that A1. And you want that. And really, our Stag Knight's kind of doing too much damage. The rest of these guys aren't doing a mass amount of damage, but I want to keep it up. I want our Fenax to come in here and get that, just like that, get that killing blow. And he does a lot of damage. And we're going to do the same thing in Faction Wars. Faction Wars, when you first run into there, you're going to see that there's a Torture Helm that can revive himself. He hits on that A2 off of his max HP, hits really hard. And then at the end of Faction Wars 21, there's a Ronin right next to the main boss, right on the right-hand side, that does 2 hits that ignores defense. And if you don't kill that person and keep them dead, you better have a really good team. It's hard to get through there. We're going to run that, and we're going to use him to take care of that issue. So that's it. I mean, I think right now we have the minions done. They are blocked, revived. Let's see if unless one's coming up. Did I miss it? No, they're both down. That's it. That A1 hits so hard, and all you have to do is have any debuff up. And he brings debuffs, right? He brings debuffs on his A2, AoE, and he brings debuffs on his A3. He can possibly get up that decreased defense and that slow speed. He has a really nice kit. We just need to make sure that we can talk to the devs, right, and get them to increase that A3 chance to 100%. It's a single target on a 4-turn cooldown to hit one person, and then we want to, you know, instead of a 60% chance to decrease defense and a 60% chance to slow speed, it really should be a 100% chance. And then this champion would be one of my favorite champions. He'd really be great. If I do one day want to go out there and put him in my Trunda gear, all savage, craziness, get him like 6,000 attack, it would be interesting to see what he can hit for. But I'm telling you, I've seen him hit for 200,000 on that A1 before from some other videos, so you know he can do it. And I know he could just because the gear I have on isn't the optimal gear anyways. It's gear that I run through every day. Now I know you're looking at this team saying, Stu, you're running through with a crazy amount of legendaries. I started leveling up some epics and I was going to do this on an epic. But look, I have a guide. If you look down below on my YouTube, I have a guide going through factions without any legendaries at all, with rares and epics. So go look at that guide. You'll see factions. You can see videos of it. But this one is actually a kind of a pain in the butt faction. This Narog on the wave 2, the Maneater, as well as this boss. Like I said, the boss hits really hard. The side minion hits super hard. And I just want to show you, if you didn't see it, man, I was talking over it. But he blocked revive that torture helm. There's a torture helm on the far right. If you scroll back, you'll see. Fenax came in there on auto. He usually just does it on auto every time. He'll go over there and kill that one to block his revive. It's really good. It speeds it up. What we're going to show here is I'm trying to get those block debuffs. So I went manual because I'm trying to make sure that we can get it off cooldown. We want to block all these buffs. We don't want Maneater to slow us down. Put up the unkillable on everybody. Put up the block debuffs on everyone. So I'm making sure that my people are hitting them with their evil eyes, knocking down the turn meter, and that we're trying to get up. But already we've got a lockout on him already. We've got a provoke on him. So it's really kind of ruined. But just make sure if you're coming through here and you just need to beat it for one chance. I mean, that's why I'm showing you this, right? I'm not showing you this to say, hey, play this team. This is how you get through 21. Again, I have guides on that. Go look through that section. What I'm showing you is what Fenax can do for you. So if you're coming in here and you're manualing it and you want to pass it, just make sure that he has that skill up, that AoE up, and try to get that block buffs up, debuff up on everybody out there. So you can block them from getting up all these buffs, right? That's what you want to do. That way it will be quicker for you to get through here. It won't be such a pain. Otherwise, they're going to block all your debuffs that you're trying to put up with that Maneater, and they're going to have the unkillable on. And you don't want that. You want to make sure you make it quicker. So that's why I was trying to do auto, trying to do manual there for a minute. But even still, look at this team that I have here. I know I'm not putting in the crazy high damage to go through here, but this wave is a real BS wave. So we'll run through here. They just make these guys tougher and tougher. That Norog is insane. I don't know what his defense is, but he does insane damage, and he takes forever to kill. He really does. So we'll get over to the boss, and then we're going to set our sights on that Ronin. On the Rowan. It's on the right-hand side, right? It looks like a Rowan, but it functions nothing like that. That looks like a Zargala, I guess, over there. Functions nothing like that either. But we want to kill this one. We really want to. You want to try to CC it. You want to try to turn meter reduction it. Whatever you have in your kit, you want to bring your Fenax and make sure you kill it with that A1. If you have to manual to get through this, whatever you have to do to survive, keep that turn meter down, because the boss will do a move too. When she pulls in, the boss will do a move that hits really hard and pulls in these two guys, the two side champions. And you want to make sure you have this gone before they do that, because it's hard. I'm telling you, it's hard. Let me know down there if you've had an easy time with this faction getting through here. And I was going to level up a couple other epics, but it was going to take too long to do it for the video. It was going to take resources. So I was like, you know what? We'll save that for another day. I'm not going to do it and showcase it right here in this one. I'll just get through and try to show us killing that girl. So I tried to kill her on that A1. It didn't work out. So we're going to have to set our sights on somebody else for a little while, beat them down some, and then go back over there and kill it, which is what you would have to do, right? If you're trying to 3-star to get Lydia and you're doing a slow play, you just want to get through it one time so you go back to farming 20, then this is it. I mean, this is how you do it, right? You do manual, and you make sure you get that killing blow. You don't try to do it. Make sure you get that killing blow. Now you're down to this one. This one on the left is not that fierce. It's okay if that one survives. Not an issue. But let me know how your teams are for this faction. And let me know if you play Fenax, because he is an amazing champion. Like I said, he can do some serious damage. He's got a really good kit. Looks like we have a mix of artifacts on him. We've got increased speed, increased accuracy, and critical damage. We need that accuracy, it looks like, because we're only at 238 total. That's fine. We've got, what, critical attack on here, and speed boots. You can make him tankier if you want to, but I want to get that damage out of him, right? I've got a team that can support it, so I can make mine this way. If you want to make yours tankier to where he's not getting attacked all the time, or to where he'll survive longer, obviously go for the HP percentage chest piece there. Go for the critical damage or attack gloves, whatever you have, whatever's available. I went critical damage here. Again, if you need more survivability, use the ring. Get that additional HP and defense in the ring if you have to. Something that also includes a little bit of attack would help out. And then I did go with an attack banner. I guess that's why we're going for this 2-piece accuracy here. Otherwise, you might not need that. You can go for the accuracy banner, and then that's it. For his masteries, I've just got him in Helm Smasher. I should probably go, since we're doing all PvE content, and put him in War Master here. We do want that sniper, that 5% chance additional to apply all the debuffs that he does. on the A2, on the A3. Neither one of those have a 100% chance to apply. So this 5% additional is really good. We want to extend those debuffs as we can. I love having Evil Eye on pretty much everybody out there. And then just things here to get additional damage. We should definitely run him in Arena though. That's what we'll do. We'll do a whole video on him in Arena. We'll put the best gear on him and we'll see how much that AoE can kill for. Put up those block buffs and then block revive on that A1. He'll do really well in Arena. Let me know down below what you think. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate the support and I will see you guys all on a video soon.